welcome to my channel. Today is November 30th, a Thursday, and last time I checked it was 10:25, so it's probably 10:26 now. Again, welcome. Let's get comfortable. Let's chat. I got me some chocolate mousse that I made from whipped cream and dark chocolate. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I also froze it, so I don't know if y'all can see this, but like the consistency is giving ice cream. I have some notes here because I want to stay kind of on track, or like I want to talk about a certain amount of things, and I don't want to get like sidetracked because I can talk. So to start off with, I'm kind of just gonna give like a brief background of where I am right now, what I have going on for me, and I guess like how I'm kind of navigating life. So I am about 6 or 7, maybe 6.5 months post college. Just a bachelor's degree, but it's not like that ain't some shit, because that's some shit. 4 fucking years of determination, consistency. Yeah, so I graduated in May of 2023, and since then so much has been like coming to the light for me. I mean, even before then, but when I graduated, it was like the universe was like, okay, now she got time to like see some things about herself and possibly come to terms with it. So messages just start getting thrown at me. I'm on Instagram, I'm seeing quotes, I'm like, okay. I'm on TikTok, people like talking about different things, like people that's shallow, and the people that's talking is like the people that, okay, let me just give you an example. A most recent video that I came across was talking about how she feel like she can't be, like she just don't vibe with everybody, and she's not with the shallow shit. Like she likes to have in-depth conversations, and I guess she's intrigued by like a conversation between two fucking individuals and humans. But when it's kind of like shallow and like small talk and real vague, it's like, okay, like there's no substance to you, so carry on. Like I'm not finna sit here and waste my time with you, but like I'll chop it up for a quick second, but keep moving after that. So it was that. Some things about like friendship, and I guess like how to keep a good relationship going, communication, like letting people know how you feel, not holding things in, things like that. And all in all, it's just things that I found myself struggling with, and then I found like myself on the opposite end of the stick with. So the people that was talking about the things that they don't like, and or the people that's shallow and vague, and the people that fuck up, the people that talk a lot but don't do a lot, I feel like all of that was kind of pointing to me. And it's just like it's obvious to me, because like I know I like to talk I can talk a good game. Like I said, I can talk, but when it came to doing it, like 6 months ago, I mean, I got the plan, I got the blueprint, like here you go, you can try it. I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna attempt for like 2 weeks, and then after that, like something always happen right there. Maybe I can do something serious for 3 months, but then something always happen at that mark, and I just really can't keep it going for after that long. So I'm gonna cheer you on, but I'm sad inside because I feel like I ain't got what it take, type of thing. So I feel like that was where I used to be, and I was there for so long. And I'm trying to be careful of the words that I say, because words are so fucking powerful. However, that is still something that I'm still currently learning how to sort of like move on from. Trying to keep my train of thought in order, because my brain just be braining. Thoughts be thoughting and flying. Yeah, honestly, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. So I'm currently learning how to communicate better, be a better communicator, all in all. But different things that go into this and is applying differently, and I don't know, different things go into this. Like, it can be used in so many different situations and scenarios in my life, at work, with my parents, with my siblings, with friends, with my intimate and or sexual relationships. Like, everything is like all wrapped together. Everything is connected. It's all connected. So I feel like communication is like the overall arching term that I'm learning to be better with. That, and also my thoughts. Because something that hit hard for me, like, even while I was in school, but again, like, especially when I came out of school, I think terribly about other people. And what I mean by this is that I would love to create meaningful relationships. I love meeting new people, but sometimes I like it to just stay the mysterious person both ways. Like, I stay mysterious to you, you stay mysterious to me, because what I notice is that I tend to think about people as in, like, they don't like me for real. They're just talking to me because it's because I'm the only person that's available to talk to, because they're just trying to be nice. They don't want to be rude, so, you know, give me 3 seconds of fame type of shit, and then, like, move on. Like, I feel like they move on to the next person and forget about me altogether. Whole lot of insecure shit, honestly. These are like the thoughts that I have about people, whether I'm just meeting them or maybe we've even established a relationship. My thoughts sometimes are like, I forgot the speaker was on. My thoughts sometimes are like, they're not going to accept me for who I truly am, and for that I feel like I need to be this other person. I need to do something to impress them every time. I need to show up as this happy, ready to go, fucking bubbly ass person. But that wasn't who I fully was. I feel like the real me is very pessimistic and negative. Like, just have a fearful view on life. So by that I mean, like, I'm more so scared of everything, and I'm mostly scared of being taken advantage of or manipulated, because it has happened before, and it took me so long to, like, realize that and, like, kind of grasp onto it and, like, accept that was what was happening. And so after that, like, those are my thoughts. Like, you're out to get me, you're trying to manipulate me, you're just using me to take advantage of me, you don't really care about me. Like, those are where those thoughts came from. And so from those thoughts, I then shifted on creating, like, this new person. But, like, for every different person, in my life, there's a different version of me. So, like, I always have switched up, who I was based off how I thought the other person perceived me, or how I thought that the other person would accept me. And that's kind of the best that I can explain it. I feel like I had to change who I was because whoever it may have been, boy, girl, teacher, student, they wouldn't have accepted me for who I truly was, because I'm pessimistic, I'm negative, I'm judgmental, I'm a projector, all of these things. And yeah, basically I shut myself out of a lot of situations by thinking that I don't have like the qualifications or what it takes, or that my worth is inexistent. Damn, this is kind of raw. Shit, I'm just kind of telling on myself. I'm just a snitch on myself, huh? Okay. But yeah, again, I guess a lot of projections of my insecurities being basically thrown out into the real world. And I feel like towards my senior year of college, I started to realize this about myself. Like, first of all, I'm real shallow or just vague with people, and I don't really like be my true self. One, because I really didn't know who that was, because I'm steady making up different characters and versions of myself to like fit in with this group of people, and then switch it up when I'm with them, just so they can accept me a little more, just so they can remember this face, just so they can remember this voice, just so they can remember like who I am, so I'm not a non-factor to these people. Like, I want to be somebody important. I want to be somebody that's unforgettable. I want to be somebody that's fun and all of these things. So I feel like for every person in every situation, every group of whatever the fuck, I was switching and changing myself up so that I could be accepted in those groups and categories. And hardly was I ever myself. And even like thinking back on it, like I'm starting to develop like a foundation of who I am, but I don't recognize myself a lot of the times. It's like, yeah, I know that I was there. I know I had this moment. I know that I said some words, but I don't know who that is. I don't know who this girl is. Like, yeah. Contemplating if that makes sense or not. So that was a big part of my senior year. Things like that kind of being revealed to me. And me seeing that and not knowing what the fuck to do about it. So my senior year, I didn't have anyone to talk to. I had people to talk to, but I decided not to talk because I didn't want things to be about me. I didn't want like too much attention on me. I didn't want people to worry about me. Yeah. So I really didn't talk to many people about like the depths of what was going on in this brain. I did have a therapist during this time, and I feel like it was definitely a period where I was like real down bad. I was like, I had major anxiety going on, depression, my mood was off the chain. But let me see. The new year, so like December 31st. I think it's 31 days in December. December 31st, my one and only friend, like throughout the whole span of college, had broke up with me. So it was it was hard kind of accepting it to begin with, because like I already saw it coming, because there was a vibe shift. There was like a lot about this person that was kind of like irritating me for absolutely no reason. Like things that I once saw in this person and like admired now irritated and pissed me off. And other times it was, damn, like how is she able to grow and I'm still like in the same spot, if not going in reverse? Because throughout, like, especially my senior year, but throughout like my junior year as well, like I just felt like I was in this regression era and phase period type shit where I was going back to like the habits of my high school self. And my high school self, antisocial, if you want to use that, I don't know, but I didn't really talk to people unless like I was spoken to. I was scared to put myself out there. There was so much that I was interested in and wanted to do, but I just kept myself in this little box, in this bubble. I was afraid to do anything, speak to people, create new relationships, friendships. I always felt less than. I always felt othered. And I felt weird. Because I say that because like a lot of people told me that I am weird, was weird type shit. But I really just think it's I'm uncomfortable in my body. Like I don't be knowing what the fuck to do with my body a lot of the times. I don't know what to say. I don't know how my face should look. So again, that's that whole I'm creating different people to please you type of thing. Validate me, please. Tell me that, you know, you excite me type of shit. So yeah, overall, I think that's what was going on. Like, I don't know who I am. I don't know how to present or represent myself in these settings. So I'm just going to kind of sit back here in this corner and wait for somebody to notice me. And at times it worked out, at other times it didn't, and majority of the time I was by myself, as it is to this day. I realized a lot of things that I did was to protect myself, like keep myself safe, because I didn't want to experience embarrassment, public humiliation, because I feel like in my youngin' days, like third grade is the furthest back that my memory goes. I feel like I mentioned this in another video, but I was bullied. People was talking shit about me. People was putting their hands on me, and I can't even remember things now. Like I can't even recall specific things and moments, but I just felt like I always felt like the center of a fucking laugh, like hee hee ha ha type of shit. I always felt like, and I knew that people was talking shit about me, because one, like they're whispering and pointing and looking at me, and then like literally like maybe I'm doing too much by saying always, but I was just always the butt of a joke. So yeah, I think I created like this coping mechanism of the rest in bitch face for sure, but then also like I'm gonna just stay back here, ain't nobody gonna notice me, and I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna get through my 4 years of high school just like this. Shit, high school, elementary school, middle school, and then college. So again, contemplated and hoping that I'm making sense, but this is my fucking testimony. That's what I got right now. Damn, I lost my train of thought again. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm gonna look at my notes really fast. Yeah, babe. So I know I was talking about like keeping myself safe, and like this is why I created these different personalities for people, And this is why I became shallow or vague with people, like not letting people in too deep, because I didn't want shit that I told them in person to be like displayed to the whole world. Because honey, I was I don't know, I was an annoying ass kid, first of all. And I also like I was a fucking depressed ass kid. So like if I ever did open up to somebody, like I would trust you to not like go and tell my business and things like that. And I feel like that is a fear of mine, because that's all that's ever been done. Excuse me, when I've told people like personal things or just things that I've told you in private, all of a sudden gets spread to 3 other people, 6 other people, like and yeah, I don't like that. So it just caused me to kind of just shut down, and I'm not going to tell anybody anything about me. So yeah. Yeah. So that's where I was, heavily, deeply just submerged in this fear of being who I truly am, showing my true colors, speaking up for myself, speaking in fucking general, allowing myself to take up space, create space for myself, and maintain that shit. All of that shit has been scary as hell to me, but that and more is what I've been doing since I've graduated. And it's only 6 months in. So, again, I feel like now is the time. Universe said, oh, now she ain't got no more assignments. She ain't got nothing that's distracting her from like pouring into her and seeing the fuck who her true self is. So let's give her a little bit of homework for real life. Now I'm a student of life. Because being a student of institutions and shit, it was alright while it lasted. I do miss it sometimes, but I'm liking this journey a little more. Won't hold you. Look. Gosh, I hope that this is making sense. But I know that those who get it will get it, and those who don't, you just won't, okay? Ooh. Okay. Okay. So, one thing that I want to dive a little bit more into, okay, is working way too hard, doing way too much to be relevant to people. Like, like type shit. Like, see me, hear me, appreciate me. Like, I don't know. I want to be relevant to the world. I want to be somebody that's remembered. Like, all of this shit. And it's all based off of insecurities, because I feel like, I think the belief, like that core belief that's even making this insecurity real, is I'm someone that's forgettable. I'm unimportant to people. I'm lame. I'm a damn fuck did I be saying? Basic bitch. I have a problem with that, but that's another topic for another day. But yeah, feeling basic and NPC-ish or whatever the fuck, non-player character, whatever the type shit. Feeling like all of that. And yeah, those were my core beliefs, and some are still prevalent, but again, I'm being careful with the words that I'm saying because they have so much motherfucking power. Okay. So yes. doing a lot to remain relevant to people. And by doing a lot, it could be, I don't know, do I have to provide examples? I really don't think I have to. I said what I said. I'm just going to leave it there. Yeah. And I think, like, sometimes doing too much to, like, please people and make myself seem valid to others also led to, like, my insecurities being projected, my insecurities being highlighted, my insecurities being thrown out into the real world. Like, look at this type of shit. Like, keep it on the low, but at the same time screaming. Don't know how the fuck that works, but that's what happened. And I feel like it's just a thought, but I feel like because my insecurities were so vivid, nobody wanted anything to do with me, because nobody wants to fuck with an insecure person. Let's be 100% real. A lot of the times people only keep insecure people around to use them to get some good out of them. And I know this because I'm guilty of it too. I'm not the most insecure person. I've met more insecure people than me, and I've met more secure people than me. It goes both ways, and I'm not immune to treating people how I don't want to be treated. Ooh. Will. Yeah, that was ooh. In fact, I often feel like a hypocrite because the things that I dislike the most are also the things that I fucking do often. Example. It could be something as small as fucking dragging your feet in fucking house shoes. That shit is so fucking irritating. Like, bro, pick your fucking feet up. Like, why are you dragging like you sound like sandpaper on the floor? That is really irritating to me when other people do it. But when I do it, I'm cool, because shit, how else am I supposed to walk in these shoes? They kind of slippery. If I pick my feet up, they gonna fall. So it makes sense when I do it, but I don't want other people to do the same shit that triggers me. And ain't that controlling? Ain't that manipulative? That's what I've been coming to realization in terms with, and kind of accepting about myself. Like, I am a controlling biatch. I am a manipulative person. And I guess it's interesting because that's kind of the last thing that I would think about myself, because for so long I've thought of myself as like this selfless person, because I'll do anything for anybody at the drop of a pen, at the drop of a dime, mostly to seem relevant, mostly because it's like, they know who I am, they remember me, I'm somebody that's important to them. Oh my God, yes, let me help them. And a lot of the times it be at the expense of my own happiness, of my own peace, pride, and joy type of shit. And that along with other things have made me kind of like see differently. Like, maybe that is a little selfish. Maybe not a little, maybe a lot. I feel like I'm still kind of like trying to cover up the wrongdoingness of this. And I do all of this because it's just about perception, quite honestly. Selfishness can be good and bad. Selfishness in a lot of people's eyes can be seen as, oh, she just cares about herself. She's so, or they so fed up with themselves, like all they care about is me type of shit. And while yes, that can be true, on the other end of the spectrum, I feel like it's about, you know, limiting access to people. Yeah, I'm available from this time and this time, but after that I can't do it. yeah, I can come and see you from this time. Yeah, I can do this, but only, like, I guess kind of creating boundaries and I don't know, kind of just sticking on what am I trying to say? Putting yourself first, prioritizing yourself. And I feel like some people have a problem with that because maybe they think that they're not important to you, and that's selfish because I should be like at the top of your list type of thing. So you're selfish for not making time for me type of shit. Especially when it comes to like parents and things. I feel like sometimes parents are like the most entitled because you're my child, I had you, so you should be there for me at the drop of a dime. Like, I shouldn't even have to ask. You should just, you know what I'm saying? And no, I don't think that that's how it works and or should work for all people. If that's your agreement, if that's your thing, cool. But if it's not, then you can't just force things on people because that's how you want it to happen. That's a word for who? You and me, okay? That's also something that I've been noticing about myself, with me being a control freak and all. I be trying to like control the situation, and this could be on some sociopath shit, but I don't even know what a sociopath is. Let me stop trying to diagnose myself. I feel like I be trying to control like how a situation will play out. This might sound a little delusional, but I can create hella different scenarios in my head. I sort of run through it and kind of like determine how I'll react or respond to it. But in real life, something totally different can happen. And I didn't plan for this. So now I don't have nothing to say. I shut down because that's what I'm used to. Yeah, but mostly like I don't have nothing to say because I didn't plan for this. I don't know how to take this. Maybe I think a lot of the time I be processing shit in the moment to the point where I don't even have a reaction sometimes. Or maybe like the immediate reaction is, bitch, who the fuck? But I don't say shit. So yeah, it seems backwards to me almost. But at the same time, I'm learning to give myself a little space and compassion because, again, it's just me processing things in a moment. Yeah. Honestly, I done lost my track again. And I want to be clear. I'm not like making excuses for my behaviors or like writing them off or nothing like that. I'm simply acknowledging that two sides of the story can be true. Two things can coexist at the same time. Yeah, I may be this bad person to myself and my head and to others, but I'm not gonna be there all my life. At least, like, that's the point and intention behind all of this work is. I'm not gonna be at this same position all my life. I'm not gonna be a shallow, fearful, avoidant, anxious ass motherfucker all the time. I'm working to be a confident, assertive, and secure, sure of myself type of person all the time. And I am that right now. However, I'm also the previous things that I mentioned. So it's like this clash 24 fucking 8. Shit, 25 fucking 8. Like, it's this internal clash and battle from wanting to be a better version of me and the old comfortable, reliable, original version of me, like just going at it, going their heads. And every day is different. Sometimes old me wins, sometimes new me wins, sometimes we come to an agreement together. And it just works like that sometimes. Whew. But yeah, I'm really just learning what the fuck works for me. And quite honestly, I feel like that's what a lot of people are doing. Some people would rather stay comfortable and or not even aware of the shit that they do, and so they kind of just stay where they at. I was there as well. I wasn't aware of a lot of shit until this fucking year. Sometimes shit got revealed to me today, so it's like I'm not always aware of this shit. I'm not always conscious about the things that I do, say, or feel, but I do it, but I can acknowledge it, but I can learn to accept it, and that's what I've been doing all my life, let's be real, but especially heavily in these last 6 months, because shit has been excuse me, just been coming at me like that. And yeah, sometimes it's kind of overwhelming, because it's like, I mean, shit, we live in a digital fucking era where instant gratification is the main thing. I can order something today and get it tomorrow. I can order something today and get it today. When the fuck have we ever been able to do that? Before, shit, 2005? So, you can Google things and it's there for you in seconds. Like, so what I'm trying to say is, I've been wanting things to just happen like that. I want to be this confident person today. I want to be assertive tomorrow. I want to have good thoughts about people that I'm meeting yesterday. Like, I want all of this to happen real quick, spontaneous, and fast. But in all fucking reality, this shit could take me 5 years. It could take 5 days, 5 months, 10 years, 20 years. And I think it's always actually going to be changing and happening for me. It's just gonna look different. This is my beginning. I'm currently going through this shit right now. And that is my mission with this platform, with this channel. I'm talking about this shit as I'm going through it. My brain, my brain is all over the place. It's scattered. Are you sure we should say this right now? Yeah, girl, let's go ahead and get it out into the world. Because I'm making these videos for me primarily to kind of just talk through the shit that I'm going through, went through, and what am I trying to say? Yearning to achieve. And then if along the way, like, something makes sense to other people, something clicks for other people, I help someone out, I get a conversation started, like, that is my intention and goal for this channel. Like, this is my vocal journals to vocal, vulnerable, fucking any other word that you can use to describe shit like that. Journal. Took the mom's life. Yeah, that's my intention behind this channel. I'm doing this for me, but if anyone sees this and relates to it or can take something from it and start to apply different things to their lives, I love that for you as well. So yeah, man, I just really feel like the life that I'm creating for myself, just from the little things that I'm doing right now, is creating like this spectacular, amazing, spectacular, amazing future life for myself in the future. But again, I'm that right now. I'm her right now. I have a spectacular, spontaneous, adventurous life right now. Amazing, I was trying to remember the words that I said before. Didn't work. I'm living all of that right now in this moment. A lot of the times, I don't realize that. I'm not enjoying where I am right now. I'm more so just thinking about, bruh, 2 months from now, or when I finish this class, or when I get $1,000 in my bank account, or when I get a job that pays me $1,000 every 2 weeks, like, you know, type shit, then I'll be happy. Then I'll be good. Then I can accept where I am, and then I can enjoy the journey. No, like, where's that at right now? How you gonna be looking out for your future self, but your current self is struggling, depressed, down, hopeless, anxious, can't sleep well, can't rest, can't relax? Like, how are you planning for your future self to be something better when you're currently like this and not really doing too much to get up out of it? At least that's what I be thinking about myself sometimes, but I'm actually doing some fucking work to get up out of that shit. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to get up out of saying, hope that makes sense, because as I said, those who get it will get it, and those who do not just won't. Huh. Yeah. Let me look at my handy dandy notes. Honestly, I don't talk about a lot. I don't really know where I'm at right now. I talked about that. I'm not really sure how I can talk about this right now. The topic at hand is inaction towards desires, friendships, connection, communication, hell, exercising, things like that. And I think it's really a lot to do with like the beliefs that I already have about myself and the insecurities again. I'm unfriendable, I'm unlovable, I'm unworthy of love, time, and attention because I fucked up before in the past, because I was a bad friend before in the past. So I always be that way, like kind of generalizing shit as if one all be all. But no, baby, like again, like that was that one time. Maybe not one time, you know, maybe 20 occurrences or 50, but you know, time has moved on, time has progressed, things have changed, surely, and it's not always going to be that way. Should I choose that path for myself? Everything is a decision. Life is a decision. Need I say no more? But definitely, again, like talking about shit and not being about it, like, oh, I want to have meaningful relationships with people. I want to get in the gym 7 days a week and have a leg day. Like, I can get real specific with my goals and shit, but maybe I'll do it for a little bit and then I'll fall off. I won't feel like it one day. I'll forget about it. I'll take a break. And that break ended up turning into 6 months, 12 months. And I never revisit it because in my head I'm thinking, bro, I already tried already. I tried my best. I tried for as long as I could. I stopped. I forgot about it. Something came up. And like, that's just what it's gonna be. Why would I continue to try when I'm always gonna get the same result? And it's kind of like making this shit black and white. Like, I'm always going to have this same loop, same cycle happening. And yes, if you think of it that way, if that's where your mind is, if that's as far as your mind expands, that's exactly what I'm going to get out of life. However, if I think about it as just being curious, like, okay, this is working for me for only 2 weeks at a time. Should I just do this for 2 weeks, take a break for a week, 3 months, 6 months, and then get back into it? 2 weeks again and then take a break? Like, what is going to work for me? What should I try next? Really just tapping in to remain curious about what it is that could bring some fun and spark to my life, instead of I'll always be this way. Nothing I ever do stays permanent, consistent. All of these things, like, instead of like dwelling and succumbing and just drowning in this hopelessness and this like yeah, I can't think of any other words, but instead of like kind of drowning in that shame and pity, I am choosing right now to remain open and curious. Not about exercising, I'm not gonna hold you. I'll do little things here and there, but you know, that's something that's something that I need to think about. Or I don't know. I really don't know what I'm trying to say. That's something that I'm coming to terms with, like incorporating a little more in my week to get some body movement in, you know what I'm saying? Cause that shit will catch up to you real fast too. But yeah. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna end this video, cause I done said a lot, and I don't know how long this been recording, and I don't feel like I'm going to edit this, cause that shit is tiresome. I don't know how people do it. In the future, I might hire me an editor and they can do it. I'll review it. But right now, that's kind of all I got. I usually like end my videos with a question, but quite honestly, I don't know what the question would be. Maybe something along the lines of let me think about it for a second. I don't want to be too vulnerable. I don't want to be too deep, but I'm going to go there anyways. If you're comfortable, what is something that you feel or that you have believed that you will always do? And do you really believe that that's true? Or have you even thought about a different side, a different spectrum, a different option being available? Rewind that if you need to hear that again, because I really can't even remember exactly what I just said. So yeah, thanks for watching my video. I hope you decide to come back again, watch some future videos of mine, watch some other videos that I have published, and I'll be back soon. Maybe 2 weeks from now, maybe 3 months, maybe 6 or 9 months, but I'll be back for sure. This has been Imperfect Tay. I'm Tay. Peace. Bye. Baby, I think